Okay, so the big section is tips for handling a subpoena. First, what you want to do when you get that subpoena, which is can be very, very nerve-wracking, is understanding what does the subpoena want from you. Sometimes it looks like they want you to show up and testify when really they just want documents. And also a thing to understand is, okay, is this a subpoena or is it court ordered? Or is it both? So if it's a court order, you turn over the information. Um, you can turn over the information without obtaining your client's consent only if the subpoena you receive qualifies as a court order from a judge, which is rare. If you don't have the court order, you need to obtain your client's written consent or authorization. You can talk to your client's attorney and kind of you can ask them for help on how to respond to this subpoena. If the client is a child, you need a legal guardian or parent to give that written consent. If you don't have a court order and the client does not want to give you that authorization, you can contact the party requesting the information and try to resolve the issue. If that doesn't work, you can seek guidance from the judge. You can tell the requesting attorney that you can't release confidential information without the consent or authorization. You can claim client privilege, confidentiality. You can try to file a motion to quash the subpoena. And there are things to do also if you feel like the disclosure will harm your rapport, harm the client, or a third party. And that's where client privilege comes into play to protect that rapport and that, okay, I'm here, I'm complying with this court order, I'm complying with the subpoena, but I can't give information about my client without their written consent. And there are lots of other options from there. You can ask the court or attorneys or the judge what kind of information needs to be disclosed. The bottom line is that you can't just ignore it. You can't ignore a subpoena, even if it's not been signed by a judge, even if it's just the DA that's asking for it. You need to somehow comply with that subpoena. Again, even if it is just to show up and comply and say, sorry, client privilege, I don't have the written consent, and legally I can't give you information without my client's consent. So that's been my presentation about the general divorce process, child custody, considerations when evaluating child custody arrangements or mental health of a caregiver, the MFT's Code of Ethics considerations, their input, and then tips for releasing information when subpoenaed. Thank you very much.